so just to get back to what we were doing, I have all of my pieces now cut out for the boy set of the memory card game. And I'm going to continue, again, to just use my zip dry paper glue and glue these pieces together double-sided. And I will come back to you and show you how we're going to decorate them. I already made files with my Gypsy. And we are just going to quickly cut everything out onto 2 pages so that you can use them. I used a very large variety of cartridges. So if you don't have all those cartridges, you may have to improvise and make some of your own. I didn't just use 1 cartridge. I think I used a total of 8 cartridges. So they may or may not be helpful to you, but I want to provide it for you anyway so you can see all the shapes that I used for this particular set of memory cards for the boy and for the girl. All right, so I'm going to put these together, and this really isn't taking me that long. I know it seems like a tedious project, but really gluing these all together only took me about 10 minutes for the girl set, and I'm assuming it'll only take me about 10 to 15 minutes for the boy set. I have 2 sides to glue for the boy set because of the paper that I'm using, but it really goes pretty fast. And then you just have to cut out your shapes. The longest part was actually deciding what shapes I wanted to use, how big to make them, and what would work. So I kind of did that hard part for you. Please, please, please comment. Let me know what you think. Again, you can follow me more over at AboveRubyStudio.com, and I really, really appreciate you following me here at Custom Crafts. Thanks. Okay, everyone, so now here I am at my Gypsy and my Cricut machine, and I just want to show you that my paper on my Gypsy matches up with, my paper on my Cricut guide, Cricut mat, matches up with the images that are on my Gypsy machine. So if you look at this, you can see that there are all these little images here. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to zoom in. But to zoom with the Gypsy, all you have to do is hold this top scroll button and tap on the screen, and that'll zoom it in, okay? And then you can hold this bottom one down and pan. As you can see, each one of these little flowers here, I don't know if you can see this very well or not. Each one of these flowers here are inside the boxes. Each one of these boxes represent the 1-inch squares that are on your cutting mat, so you can line it up that way. I showed that in another video, but that's just to clarify on that. Here it is on here. Each of my flowers are going to fill up this square. So the way my images are set up on my Gypsy is where they're going to cut out on here. My arrow is pointing this way. As you can see on my Gypsy, the arrow is right there as well. So that just helps give you a little bit of a reference point. So now to load in my paper, I have to turn on my Cricut. And it has my Gypsy already loaded. And I'm going to turn my pressure and my speed back to 3. I have my blade depth on 5. I have multiple papers on here. So now all I have to do is come over to this little cut icon, and it's going to say load mat, unload mat. So I just have to press the load mat. No, I didn't load that right. Let me unload it. Hold on. I can't hold it and show you. So load mat. And then I'm just going to press cut. And it's asking me to check my blade depth and pressure, which is fine. And now it's just going to go cut away all my little design images. Okay? I will come back to you in a moment. Okay, so here are a whole bunch of our first sets of shapes for our memory card game for our girl set. And I'm just again going to take my zip dry because this works great for this craft, and I'm going to just take each of my shapes, glue them right on. They don't require a whole lot of glue with this stuff, which is really wonderful and part of the reason why I picked it. I can add some background imaging to this if I want to, or do all kinds of different things with this. So that's why I chose to leave this white, so I could add some sparkles with stickles and other glitter glues or inks. So I'll show you some of that. Let's grab this cupcake because this was one that I was sure I wanted to use some stickles on, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. So let's glue my little cupcake down. And then I'm going to use some of the Distress Stickles Broken China because I thought it went really good with the blue at the bottom of this cupcake. And I'm going to fill, oh goodness. I'm going to fill in my lines of the cupcake creases, but I want to make sure I don't have any more bloopers coming out. Okay. So, oh my, I'm having issues with this Broken China. Usually stickles come out really smooth. You don't have so much of an issue, but whatever. Gloopy gloopers. All right, we'll set that one over there. And then with the frosted lace, I was going to fill in where the icing looks like it should be going. And I thought it would just look so cute. And again, make sure that you don't make these too 3D. You want them to be pretty evenly placed so that they're not overly sticking. One's not overly sticking out over the other ones that make one stand out more than the others do. Okay. All right, set that aside. And this really has not taken me very long at all. I'm actually really surprised. I thought this project was actually going to take me a lot longer than it has. So don't be afraid of it. Use some lime green stickles and we'll give this watermelon a peel. Easy. Easy peasy. Oh, you know what we could do? Oh, I had a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna grab my black diamond stickles. And we'll give the seeds some accents as well. How about that? That sounds like fun, doesn't it? Girls love glittery things. Little girls do anyway. Big girls do. I love glittery things. Let's see. Let me grab the black diamond. Perfect. All right, so we're grabbing our black diamond stickles and we're gonna give some seeds to these watermelons. Perfect. How much are you loving that, girls? Guys, everyone watching this video. I'm just saying the girls are gonna love it, so. All right, you get the idea of how I'm decorating this and I will show you finished projects in a little.